Syrian soldiers slowly stab a man to death, puncturing his back dozens of times. A rebel commander bites an organ ripped out of an enemy combatant. A young boy hacks the head off a prisoner. A soldier mutilates the genitals of a corpse. These are the images of Syrian conflict, the first war in which the prevalence of camera phones and internet access has allowed hundreds of gruesome war crimes to be broadcast, spreading hatred and fear. They are defining the war that is spilling across Syria's borders and making reconciliation an ever more distant prospect. Brutality has been used as a tool since the revolt began 2 years ago, when videos emerged of government soldiers torturing pro-democracy protesters. In response to the crackdown, the opposition took up arms, and now fighters from both sides are filming themselves committing atrocities. Ghoulish footage of violence is not filmed surreptitiously, but with pride by the assailants who often speak to camera. Rebel commander Abu Zakr, known to journalists and revered by many rebels, was shown in a video in Sunday cutting organs out of a dead soldier, addressing the camera, as he ripped the flesh. "I swear to God we will eat your hearts and your livers," he warned President Bashar al-Assad's forces, as his men cheered. Zakr was a founding member of the Thwart Brigade, one of the main rebel units in Syria, but has since formed his own battalion, as the opposition fragments. In the mosaic of hundreds of opposition groups, Zakr's men are seen as neither secular nor hardline Islamists, but as some of the hardiest fighters. Another picture posted inline shows a rebel holding the severed head of a man, supposedly an Assad loyalist, over a barbecue, as if to cook it. The fighter smiles and poses confidently, gripping a tuft of hair. Zero-sum game. Reynald Leenders, an associate professor in the War Studies Department of King's College London, says that these brutal displays are used as a tool of war by both sides. "It's the ultimate expression of disrespect and dehumanizing your opponent," he said. In the face of an insurgency, he says, Assad's forces have used mass killings and torture to root out rebel fighters hiding among civilians. The regime has difficulty in pinning down opposition members, so they scare civilians from the area to get the rebels exposed. "It looks irrational and emotional, but there are rational reasons," he said. Madam Hori, a Syria and Lebanon researcher for Human Rights Watch, has documented abuses since the start of the revolt and says that he is seeing more and more brutal acts. "Both parties are acting like they are facing an existential threat," he said. "The opposition and the government see the war as a zero-sum game, both fighting for survival," he says. "This fear of defeat silences condemnation from supporters of both sides," he says. The main Syrian opposition group condemned the video of a rebel commander taking a bite from the dead soldier, but many opposition supporters dismissed the brutality. In some opposition Facebook pages, people celebrated the act. Others berated the media for highlighting one particular event, saying they should focus on indiscriminate killing of men, women and children by Assad's warplanes and militia. The Syrian government has never acknowledged brutality in army ranks, instead referring to people killed by soldiers as terrorists and areas captured by its forces as cleansed. Syria's war started as a popular uprising against the Assad dynasty, which has ruled for over 4 decades using secret police, intimidation and brute force. But majority Sunni Muslims lead the revolt, while Assad gets his core support from his Alawite sect, an offshoot of Shiite Islam, leading to sectarian fighting and hatred. International powers have taken sides, with the West and Gulf countries supporting the opposition, while Iran and Russia back Assad. While war crimes are condemned in words, there has been no real deterrent for the perpetrators, which Hori said has allowed atrocities to continue. "What is particularly troubling is the silence of the international powers," Hori said. He referred to a recent army and loyalist militia attack in the coastal town of Banias, in which at least 62 people, including babies, were killed. "We have been seeing these massacres for over a year. What is shocking is the level of indifference. People shrug